Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson Morning Show here on Backchannel. Thank you for joining us if you are. My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. We are here until 9 a.m. today, chatting all things entertainment. We're going to talk about the fun news stories. We're going to be solving your problems in our Agony Auntie special. We're going to be playing lots of fun and games and bringing laughter into your life this Thursday day. It is the 4th of November, if you didn't know, and it's Scorpio season still, and it's happy birthday today to Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, he is my all-time favorite star. I love Matthew McConaughey. I just think he gets sexier with time. I love everything about him. Love him. Happy birthday, Matthew.
He is 51 today. And, it takes a long time to say a sentence, though, doesn't he, Allyson?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he doesn't rush through anything, but that's what I appreciate about him, right? He's really thinking about what he says before he speaks. That's what I think.
Can you imagine having an argument with him? He'd just be the worst because he'd be so patient and be like, no, I don't know whether we should argue. And you'd be like,
just yell, give me something.
Give me something. He's 51 today. And also today, Allyson, you may or may not know this, it is National Men Make Dinner Day.
I did not know that. Do you think our men know that, Hayley?
I don't think so. I mean, the fact that we have to have a national day where they actually make themselves and ourselves a meal says a lot, I think.
I agree. We've had to make today's the national day. None of them know, though. None of them know. Or they'll at least pretend like none of them know. Yeah.
No, they'll get back and they'll be like, oh, right, should we have a takeout? No! It's National Men Make Dinner Day. If you're a man and you're going to be making dinner today, let us know, because today is the day for it. It's a National Men Make Dinner Day. The way to get involved with the show, as always, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like us to know. So if you want to tell us what you've had for breakfast, you can tell us that. If you want to tell us what you're doing this weekend, let us know. If you just need someone to talk to, then get in touch. If you've got a rash, you're not sure what it is, we're not the people for that. We're definitely not. Google it. But we are here, like I say, all morning till 9 a.m. in entertainment news this week. Now, producer Will, he preps the show for us, and he is here with us every day, Monday to Friday. Producer Will, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, I feel like you're having a little jibe at me and Allyson with this story that you've put in today.
I would never do such a thing, Hayley. Do you really think that of me?
He has brought Allyson. He wants us to talk about the story that Kristen Stewart is engaged to Dylan Meyer after 2 years together. Just 2 years together, they're engaged. 8 years, 6 years, not a thing. I feel like you're really,
I just think we should be talking about that and think, someone listening wants to hear about the entertainment news, and that's just the top story. It's not my fault.
Funny that, isn't it, Will?
It's weird how it works out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny. Off you go, back to your bedroom, Will. We'll speak to you never again. Thank you, Will. He's with us here all morning, making me and Allyson feel rubbish about ourselves. But yeah, Kristen Stewart, she is engaged after 2 years together. Lovely story. Congratulations to you both. I hope you have a wonderful wedding, whenever that may be.
Yeah, but you know what? 2 years in, let's be honest, they're going to be celebrating their divorce before too long. Hayley, you and I, when the day actually comes, we're going to be married till the end because we waited so long.
Yeah. I mean, it will be the end by the time we get. I don't even care anyway, not even bothered. Moving on in today's show. Coming up, we're going to be doing a game about what the celebs are tweeting about. We're going to be doing our 1-star movie review. Like I say, we're going to be doing our Agony Auntie section and a game of true or false. Is it true or is it false? That's what we are going to be playing this morning. Like I say, get involved with the show. The way to do so, the command to give to your device is the word say, or you can tweet us at Backchannel Live if you're on the old Twitter Rooney. Ali, you got a busy week planned? Weekend?
Let's see. Well, this weekend, actually, I am in the same place, the same city, playing 3 different locations. So I'm in lovely Leeds, where our producer Will is living. Yeah, I'm there all weekend, back and forth between Leeds and Manchester. So yeah, a little bit of a busy weekend. And then on Sunday, I go to London. I'm doing a play reading. Ooh.
I've seen this on your social media. Allyson is reading a play. And is that going to eventually become a play? I mean, what's the reading for?
Yeah, it's a play. It's called oh my gosh, why am I blanking on it?
Mate, I mean, unless it's because she's got a script in front of her, she does not know what's going next.
I am like, this is not it's a play. Basically, it's about the game Monopoly and how the game Monopoly was kind of stolen and changed, and it was actually a woman who wrote it initially. Yeah, and it's a very lovely script, and I am looking forward to doing a live reading. Yeah.
Name of the game.
That's the name of the play. It's the name of the game.
I like the way you did the politician thing of talking it out until it came back to you. That's the one. Yeah. I did not know the game of Monopoly was created by a woman.
Yes, it was, and then it was bought by. Was it
a little man in a top hat that's on the box?
More or less, it was bought by a man and sold by a man who obviously also, if he was alive today, would probably not make his wife dinner. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about this guy. What about you, Madame Hayley? Where are you this weekend? What's your weekend looking like?
Well, before I tell you that, can I ask you, when you play Monopoly, do you play a set piece? Because I always want to be the dog or the iron. I don't know why.
See, I have a thing for the top hat. I like the top hat. Yeah.
There you go. You heard it here first, people. Let us know what Monopoly piece you'd like to play. By saying the command to say to your device is the word say. This weekend, Ali, tonight I'm working in a comedy club in Manchester. And then tomorrow I was meant to be working with you, but you have got rid of that gig. And she is somewhere else. She'll do anything to avoid me if you're listening.
That
she's
is not
name
true.
And the lineup, and she's like, no, not in real life. I can just about bear her online. But I'm in an axe. So I don't know if these are popular in the US now, but there's places you can go in the UK to throw axes at blocks of wood for just something to do. Instead of going to the cinema or bowling, we now go and throw axes at pieces of wood. And I'm performing where they throw axes, which sounds horrific on paper, doesn't it?
Well, no, it sounds like well, yeah. Are they giving the axes while you're on stage, or are the axes taken away? That is what I want to know. Please don't give the audience axes.
Yeah. So there you go. So I'm performing in an axe, and then I'm in Lincoln, a place called Lincoln in the UK on Saturday. So we're both busy. If you would like to see me and Allyson, get a flight over. You can do that, but I don't know this very day. I don't. And also now, do you have to fill in form? Do you still have to quarantine at the minute?
I don't think so. I don't think in the UK. In the UK, they're pretty much like, go for it. Do what you want to do. I don't think so. I think we have to take a day 2 test. Oh, Hayley, I don't know the rules anymore. They change every second.
They change a lot, especially with the UK government. Producer Will, have you ever been to an axe throwing event?
No, I really, really want to do it. I don't think I would be very good at it, because I'm lacking in what some people might call upper arm strength. But none of those people are in this room. But I think it would be fun. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you know what? I have actually done it. I've been once, and I thought, I'm going to hate this. I'm not going to be good at it. And I was good.
Were you really?
I was good at throwing an axe, yeah. Which is scary, isn't it, for my partner? And I'm like, I'm good. I can throw an axe.
Especially on National Men Make Dinner Day. If it's not up to par, you better watch out.
Yeah. Oh, surprisingly, I was very excited. And then I started getting a bit too into it, taking it a little bit too seriously when it was meant to be a fun thing, you know?
Yeah, bit competitive, bit over the top.
I
think I'll be okay. I went to a shooting range in Vegas, and I was really good at that.
That's scary, isn't it?
It was fun, though.
You shot a gun. Ooh, I've never shot a gun. I think that's an overwhelming... I mean, we're listening to, people in North America are probably like, yeah, you have never shot a gun? But no, I have not. In Canada, we don't have guns. We have hunting rifles, but we don't have, like, guns. So I even think that just seeing one, I'd be all nervous. I'd be like, that's like on TV.
It was a bit I wasn't nervous because this was my family, and it was very like it was in this really nice range in Vegas. But yeah, we did a couple of different ones, and I
Of
was
course, it's a
good.
family event. Of course, it's a family event. Why go to Disneyland or a theme park
We've
when
done all
you...
that. We did all that when we were kids. We're grown-ups now.
Oh, right. So now
Me
what
and
are
my
you going to do
siblings.
on your next
So,
holiday? Like buffalo hunting? Like,
yeah, like some kind of extreme sports. Yeah,
there you
there's
go.
not a time to relax. It's an intense.
I hate that though. Do you not? Are you like when you go on holiday with your family? Is it like let's do loads of things? Is it like not a beach holiday where you sit and relax?
You see, my dad is he's like let's go and do loads of things. Whereas me and my mum are very much let's sit by the pool for 12 hours. Or on the beach for 12 hours. So we'd like to find a nice balance because if you've got it all that way, you do want to see it. But at the same time, like I'm here to chill out. I'm here to get a tan. I'm here to read a book. I'm here to have a drink. You're
here to shoot a rifle.
And I'm here to shoot some guns at some paper targets.
Producer Will, everybody. Thank you, Producer Will. He is here all morning with us till 9 a.m. He's going to be doing some fact checking for us later. We're going to be dropping random facts on him left, right, and centre and giving him limited time to find out the answer. That's Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. But before we do that, we're going to be talking about the fun news stories. So here on Backchannel, Allyson, we don't like to bring you down with a doom and gloom, do we?
No, we do not. We like to find the fun, jovial, just good time news. We like to find good time news is what we like to do here, everyone.
We're the good time news girls. And these stories are ones that have been happening this week, and we're going to run through them. If you want to get involved, if there's a news story that you've seen that's caught your eye and you thought, that's pretty funny, I'll let Hayley and Allyson know about that. The command to give to your device is the word say, and just give us the first line of the story. We can find it and we can discuss it live on air, people. Did you know this week, Allyson, that astronauts have grew green chilies on the space station and made themselves space tacos?
Now, I was looking at this news story. First off, I'm delighted that they made space tacos. I love a taco. Do you like a taco, Hayley? Are you a taco girl?
Love a taco, and it's coming over here now. We've got Taco Bell in the UK. We're stealing your shops one by one, America.
I don't know if we can really call those tacos, but you know what I mean. Yeah, they're tacos. Yeah, I did hear this, and I think it's amazing. I love that they grew green chili on the station. I love that. They had to make it. I think it was made out of dehydrated beans and everything. So all the other ingredients were dehydrated things that they had to bring back, but they had fresh green chili, and they were excited about this because chilies apparently are hard to grow.
Let alone in space. Like, I can't imagine. I mean, I can't even keep a cactus alive. So, and that's in the UK when I'm close to water. But this is the first time NASA has apparently grown peppers in space, and astronauts finally got to taste the fruits of their labor on Friday because they collected data on the red and green peppers that were harvested. And they shared photos of what they call their best space tacos yet. So if you want to have a look, the astronaut on Instagram is Megan MacArthur. She shared photos of the tacos. They were used using fajita beef, rehydrated tomatoes, and artichokes, and hatch-grown chili. So there you go. You can make decent meals in space. What's our excuse, Ali? For not making one on Earth.
What are you talking about? We make things. It's our partners. Today's their day. I want space tacos. That's what I'm requesting.
I want space tacos for tea. Have you got a story about what happened to Joe Biden? What happened to Joe Biden, Allyson?
So lovely Joe Biden is in the UK right now, traveling around, learning about this place, introducing himself. And he is in Glasgow, lovely Glasgow in Scotland. And a man was standing in his window watching the car go by that had Joe Biden fully naked. So standing in his living room window, fully naked. So he basically flashed Joe Biden all of his family jewels. And so Joe Biden, his impression is that they're flashers in Glasgow.
Do you think he noticed? Do you think Joe Biden noticed? I don't think he did.
I like to think he did. I like to think he had a little chuckle. a little giggle to himself.
He's of a certain age, and when you get to a certain age, your eyesight isn't what it used to be. Why is that man holding a tiny carrot? No, Joe, look the other way.
Here's the thing. In the article, they refer to the man as a large man. Now, I am assuming they're talking about his height and his stature. So they were specific. A large, naked man flashed the U.S. president as he was on his way to the COP26 Eco Summit. So they were very specific to say it was a large man. So maybe that's why Joe was able to see him. If it was a tinier guy, maybe he would have missed him.
I love the way he was just, listen, we don't know he purposely did it. It says he was standing in his window. I mean, he just might have got up and then, you're like, oh, what a lovely day. Then you realise, oh, God, I haven't put any clothes on. I mean, I've never done that. I'm very aware when there's a blind open in my house.
Yeah. I mean, I feel drafts. That's the thing, right? It's cold now. I certainly know. There are other instincts that let me know that I have forgotten to dress. So, but yeah, this large naked man just, really welcome to Glasgow. Really the old Glasgow welcome. I believe that's what they call it? The Glasgow welcome?
Listen, if you're that naked man, do get in touch. Let us know. Send us a picture too. The command to give to your device is the word say. Have you ever streaked, Allyson? Have you ever been a streaker?
Dear God, no. Are you kidding? But I think it's just because I could never do it. Although, maybe this is too much, but I do enjoy air getting to my body. So sometimes at home, I do enjoy a little, but as far as like in public, dear God, no, I would never.
No.
I would never put myself
I've never
through
understood it. Yeah,
I'd want to run. I'd have to run. And I don't want to be naked and running. Like, those are two horrible things. A, I don't want to be naked in front of people. And B, I am not a good runner. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to fall, right? So then I'm naked. I've fallen. Someone's going to trot me up while I'm naked. It's just a scenario, I think.
Yeah, you're quite right. No one wants to be running, especially when you're of a certain age. You don't want those to be seen running. Producer, I imagine he ever has. But have you ever done a little street, Will? Have you ever done? I can't imagine
no,
it.
I haven't. I've done the occasional skinny dipping.
Oh,
okay.
When the time was appropriate.
Please tell me it wasn't a family holiday, Will.
I was going to say.
Holiday. Don't worry about it. But no, there was this thing at uni where if you were in one of the sports teams and you were doing like one of the social evenings, you had to like do a lap of the campus, like streak around a lap of the campus. So every now and again, like, if you had an essay due the next day, you might be working in the library and you just get a flash of a naked person running by the window, and it just became like seconds, like, oh, like they're at it again, the football team are at it again, that kind of thing.
Yeah, when I was at university, we lived above, we could see a pub out of our window, and the rugby held their initiations there. So at the first, I was like, oh my God, look at all these naked rugby men. And then by the second week, we're like, oh God, please go somewhere else.
Again, could you be naked somewhere else, please?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think similar to you, Allyson, like, I'm not trying to run at the best of times. The only running I do is running my mouth. So if I can keep my clothes on and kind of sit still, that would be ideal, really.
Yeah.
Producer Will, always clothed. There he is, and there he goes to put another layer on. Thank you for joining us. If you are, this is the Hayley Allyson show here on Backchannel, here with you all morning. We can see that Rihanna from California has joined us. Do get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say. Let us know what you're having for breakfast. Let us know what you're doing later today. Let us know if you've ever streaked, if you want to. Don't feel like you have to. Another news story, and this is my favourite one of the week so far. A woman had discovered that she thought she was washing her hands with a bar of soap. Turns out she'd been washing her hands for days with a block of cheese.
Amazing. I believe she got up. She had a few drinks one night and was having a nibble on cheese, and forgot to put the cheese back in the fridge. And apparently she has a bar of soap that is the same color. It's a natural, one of these non-scented. So she just thought the cheese was soap.
She'd been washing her hands. It's Miley from Vancouver, Washington. Thought she was doing a bit to stop the spread of coronavirus by washing her hands constantly. And she thought something isn't right. I mean, the fact that your hands smell of cheese might have been the first sign. But a few days she was washing her hands with a bar of cheddar. She put it on. I was thinking, how do people know about this? How do people? And she told people. She told people online this is what she'd been doing. She shared her story on Reddit. Like you say, Allyson said she explained how the cheese ended up being mistaken for a bit of soap after it was left out of the fridge after a drunken night, washing her soap hands with cheese for days.
I just think that is. Could you imagine if she finds out that the way to stop coronavirus is through cheese? Could you imagine if the cheese is the answer, everyone? Oh, vegans will be furious if that's the case, right? They'll be furious.
Yeah, oh God, I mean, there must have been a smell on her. Afterwards, she must have been like putting her hand on her face, be like something. I don't know why I can keep smelling cheese all day. It's really weird. Really weird. Washing her hands with cheese. I mean, we've all done things when we've had a drink. But I mean, days afterwards, I think you'd wake up. Maybe the day after you've had a drink, you might be like, oh, wash my hands with cheese for 2 minutes. But yeah, there you go. If you're the woman, if you're Miley from Vancouver, get in touch. Say into your device. You're probably talking to a piece of cheese instead of a device.
No, say to your cheese. Say, say
cheese.
Here's
a little game for you, Ali. See if you can run with this. I don't know. There might be nothing in it. But I went to college with a guy who was very cheesy, right? He was a cheesy guy. Yeah. As in, he'd say like cheesy lines to other women. And he was called Danny. And they used to call him Edan. As in Edan. Edan. As in Edan. Because he was cheesy. If you've got any cheese-related names, then do get in touch. I mean, I can't think of any anymore. I mean, what type of cheeses are there? If you can think of a cheese pun, get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Have you got any more stories for us, Allyson? Tell us a story about frozen fish, if you have one.
I do have a good story. Sorry, that was my only cheese pun that I could come up with, everyone. Okay, so I have a story. This I love because, again, Hayley and I, stand-up comedians, we travel a lot. We fly a lot. I'm always back and forth to Canada to see my family. I mean, before the pandemic, so 87 years ago, I used to fly a lot. But now, this is the best story I've had. So it was in Heathrow, and a bunch of British people came back from their holidays, and they were waiting for their suitcases. Now, waiting for the suitcases, I have to say, is probably the most agitating part of a travel, especially at the end of the travel, right? You've traveled, you're at your destination. All you want to do is get to like either home or location number one, or, but you got to wait for the luggage. And it just always seems to take forever. Well, these people were waiting. And what started to happen was no luggage came out, but just boxes of frozen fish, halibut, like just fish. And everyone was like, okay, we'll just patiently wait. But it was like hundreds of cases of fish, just fish. And the suitcases never arrived. So the airline is now trying to do the best they can to locate and get suitcases back. And the people were like, well, did the people, putting the plane together, putting this, not question the fact, like, oh, apparently every person on this flight has bought a box of frozen fish. Isn't that interesting?
I tell you what, Allyson, it's a bit fishy.
Hey.
We're here till Friday.
All week, everyone, all week. So they waited for fish. I would have demanded, I get a box of frozen fish. I'd be like, well, listen, if you don't have my luggage, that's fine, but I'm taking that halibut. But so that's what happened. I mean, fish. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, you're just like, you're looking for your suitcase. Is mine the one with the ribbon round it? Oh no, mine's the case of halibut. But there you go, fish, bit fishy. Producer Will's been sending me cheese puns, and they are terrible. Producer Will, he says cheese Louise. Hey, that made me laugh. Actually. And you might think these puns are cheesy, but I think they're pretty Gouda.
Yeah, Gouda.
Well,
Hayley, what did Shakespeare say as he was putting together his like plate of cheeses. What did he say?
To brie or not to brie?
Oh, get out!
That's an easy one, Will.
Sorry.
Any
She was
more?
quick
what-
on that. She was fast.
I don't think this is the first
Professional
time,
comedian.
Allyson. What does a cheese lover say when someone keeps messing around with them?
Okay, I don't know that one. I don't know that
No,
one.
don't
Let
know
me
it
think
either.
of cheese. Don't. I don't know. Give us a clue.
What?
Give us a type of cheese.
I'm looking for two. I'm looking for two types of cheese.
Yeah.
They're both soft cheeses.
Okay.
I think you might. One of them's more popular than the other. You stick garlic in it and you roast it, and it gets all gooey.
Camembert or
Okay, no, then ignore that because that's not the one I'm looking for.
Bill, just tell us the answer because these clues are diabolical.
There's
What
a
are
reason
the-
why I don't do this.
No.
You've gotta be kidding. You've gotta be kidding.
That is
you gotta be
makes. I mean,
gotta be free kidding.
Oh.
Okay, we're
Gouda.
stretching, but I do appreciate it. Yeah,
Thanks.
you're
thank
welcome.
you, producer Will. For your
That's fine.
easy input. You
I
got one
hope
more
the show
for
is
us.
as good as it could have Brie.
Oh no.
Breen.
No.
Brie.
Breen.
I'm gonna go.
Bye, Will.
We would like to apologize right now to all of our back channel listeners. If you do have a decent cheese pun, though, please let us know by saying to your device, "Say," and give us the good pun. Let's go back to. I just want to talk one more second about losing luggage on a flight. Have you ever
Yes.
lost luggage? Ever lost luggage?
I have been lucky enough not to, thankfully. Touch wood. Have you?
Well, I have not, but my boyfriend, for some reason, he seems to be this person that every time he flies, it's always his luggage. So it's happened twice in a row going to Canada. The first time, though, was very exciting because they couldn't locate it. No location. We found the owner on Facebook. But anyway, we won't talk about that. Yeah, we located the owner. Anyway,
So
couldn't find
you
it.
got someone else's case?
Yes, we got someone else's case. So we tried to find them on Facebook, which we did. And then we found out they had Danny's case. So we literally did the exchange, but the airline could not figure out where the case was. So still to this day, the airline has no idea. But the airline took an exceptionally long time to even get back to us. But they did say, well, make a list of what's in the suitcase and then, we'll reimburse you. So I was like, okay, so basically he has nothing. So we just go shopping and like buy him a new wardrobe. And I got to tell you, my boyfriend does not like shopping. But when it's on somebody else's bill, he was like Pretty Woman. He had his Pretty Woman moment. He was walking through stores. He was just like, should I get some sunglasses? I'm like, get the sunglasses. He was trying on stuff. It was like the greatest day of his life. So we got to buy a whole wardrobe on the airline.
Wow.
Thank you very much. And found our own bag.
Hey. He's head to foot. Like, what's the famous line she does in Pretty Woman? Where
You
big
made
mistake.
big mistake. Huge mistake. That's what he felt like. He just felt like the prettiest pretty woman in the world. He was like trying on things. He had all the store clerks were fussing over him because also we were in Canada, so they loved his accent. He's from Manchester, but they kept saying they loved his Irish lilt.
And also, I've seen pictures of your partner on Facebook, and didn't he buy like things like cowboy hat? I mean, he went a bit too far over the top, didn't he, with it?
Yeah, because where I'm from in Canada is Calgary, Alberta, and we are known for the Calgary Stampede. We're it's rodeo stampedes are all around us. And so we've got this one shop particularly called Lamley's, which is an amazing Western wear store. And he found a ton of shirts. However, we found out he fits best into extra large cowgirl shirts. So he has a number of cowgirl shirts. Yeah.
Just particular saggy around the chest area. Just like right at the front. There you go. That's quite a nice positive story about losing your luggage.
Yeah.
Oh, producer Will still sending us cheese puns.
I can't stop. I'm on the website. I can't. I'm addicted. There are some of them that literally don't even make sense. They've just put the word of cheeses in sentences. I'm on a website called checktheworld.com, but Czech is spelled like the Czech Republic.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's downhill from there. Allyson, why aren't there any movies about Swiss cheese?
I know the answer, but I'm going to let you do it. I don't know, Will. Why aren't there any movies about Swiss cheese?
Thanks. It's because the plot has too many holes. Too many holes.
Hey!
Don't encourage him, Allyson. Don't
No, that was
encourage him.
excellent
What-
delivery, Will. That was excellent
What
delivery.
thanks. I'm talking about. I'm learning from the best, or from like the average. What do you call a camera? What do you call a camera made out of cheese?
Sorry, say that again?
What do you call a camera made out of cheese?
I don't know, Will.
What do you call a camera made out of cheese?
A GoProvolone? Go.
No.
Oh.
You need to go provolone
Okay.
and reevaluate your cheese puns, William.
Can I do some more later? Because I'm having a great time.
Right.
Yes,
Do you know
can.
what?
Yeah.
If it makes him happy, Allyson, what do you think?
You go.
Just humor me. Just humor me.
Yeah.
You go provolone in your room and find some more cheese puns.
Producer Will. There's no cheese beginning with W. I was trying to think of a cheese name for Will. But
Yes, there is. Wensleydale. Wensleydale.
Willesley-Dale. There he is. Willesley-Dale is in his room. Back in his box room. We're going to be playing a game now. Hey, do you want to play a game, Allyson June Smith?
You know what? I'm dying for a game. Let's get off this cheese talk, please. Because all I want to do is eat cheese now. So yes, let's get into a game.
We're going to play What Did the Celeb Tweet? So we're going to tell you some celebrities, and we're going to start you off with what they tweeted. But what you've got to fill in the blanks, basically. We're going to leave a little blank in what they tweeted. Let us know what you think the answer is. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. That's the magic word, say. Tell your device the word say, followed by your guess. Get involved, people. Otherwise, we'll be back to cheese puns. And, no one wants to listen to that, apart from producer Will. So, here we go. Macaulay Culkin of lovely Home Alone fame. He tweeted, "Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm blank. You're welcome." But what was the blank? Macaulay Culkin, he tweeted, "Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm blank. You're welcome." What is the blank? What is missing from that tweet? Have you got any guesses, Allyson June Smith?
Well, I'm trying to think about, what someone would do if they were a certain age. So what about, hey guys, want to feel old? I'm driving. You're welcome. Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm trying to think of activities that you do when you're older, right? Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm a grandfather. You're welcome. There we go. That would make me feel old if Macaulay Culkin was a grandfather. Yeah.
Because obviously Macaulay Culkin, famous for mainly the Home Alone film. Allison's just acting it out there if you're watching on the live feed. But yeah, I guess now he's growing up. We all feel a little bit old because he was the 8-year-old boy in Home Alone and now he's a grown man. But what is the blank? Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm blank. You are welcome. This is what he said. Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm 40. You're welcome. Macaulay Culkin is 40 years of age. The little 8-year-old boy from Home Alone is 40.
Interesting story. Do you know the story about Macaulay Culkin and his band coming to Manchester, Hayley?
I do not, Allyson.
Okay, so Macaulay Culkin is part of a band. Will, maybe you could look up the name of the band if you get a second. So it is a band, but all their songs are, is it pizza toppings or about pizza, I believe? Yeah. And they came to Manchester, and I do believe they people did not like it and threw bottles. So they threw bottles at Macaulay Culkin and his band in Manchester. Yeah. What is the name of the band, Will?
If you had to, what do you think it's called? To give me some guesses, what are you naming you're right, it's pizza related, pizza themed band names, please.
Oh, it is Margaret. I mean, this is a very pun-heavy show today, isn't it? I'm trying
You're
to think
welcome.
of yeah. I'm trying to think of a cheese-related pizza. Margherita. No.
Close. They're just called the Pizza Underground. Which
There's no pun there, is there? It's just a poor attempt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out what some of their songs are called.
It's all pizza oriented, which I heard this and I was like, that's hysterical. But the people of Manchester, where I live, They were on the joke. Yeah, they bottled them, as they would say here.
I mean, at the end of the day, they've bought tickets to watch it, knowing it's a pizza themed band. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what they were expecting.
I'm having so much fun. Okay, some of their favorite songs, or some of their top songs: "A Bite of the Wild Slice,"
Right.
"All the Pizza Parties," "I'm Beginning to Eat the Slice," Papa John Says, "Cheese Days," "I'm Waiting for Delivery Man." That's my favorite one.
Papa
Pizza Rolls, Pizza It Hurts.
I thought you were going to say Papa John Preach then.
Papa John Preach. Oh, that would have been better. Macaulay Culkin, if you're listening, Hayley is our next song. Yeah.
Okay. Fact checked.
Thanks, Will.
Oh, wait. Before I go,
Oh, no.
what do you call cheese that just isn't yours?
I don't know, Will. What do you call cheese that just isn't yours?
Nacho cheese.
Yeah. See, Hayley is
Allyson,
not encouraging, and
do not encourage these cheese-related jokes. Otherwise, he'll be on a stage soon just doing cheese-related songs.
And we'll bottle them.
Producer Wilsley Dale, I can't even do one. It's still early. We are here until 9 a.m. on Backchannel. Get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say. We are playing Guess the Tweets. Celebrities have tweeted. We're going to leave blanks in the tweets, but can you fill in the blank? Mariah Carey, she tweeted, blank is cancelled. What is cancelled? What did Mariah Carey tweet is cancelled?
My career. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Mariah Carey fans, I do not mean that. That's the last thing you want is Mariah Carey fans coming at you. Because she's a diva forever. Mariah Carey is something is canceled.
Can I just say she'll be coming out soon because it is Christmas season.
And all we want for Christmas is Mariah.
Mariah singing that song, yeah.
It's not Christmas until you hear that.
No.
Could you imagine Go ahead. I was going to say, could you imagine if it was Christmas is canceled? If she decided to pull that song, that would cancel Christmas.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it? That's quite a good guess, that. Because if she says, no, what, I don't want you playing that song anymore, is it Christmas without Mariah Carey in a sleigh? Not wanting a lot. I'll tell you what she tweeted. If you know what the blank is, get in touch. The command to give your device is the word say. One person has got it right. That is Stan from Ohio. Hi, Stan. You got the correct answer. Keep guessing. Let us know if you can get the right one. I'll tell you what she said now. Stan was completely correct because he said Thanksgiving is cancelled. That is what Mariah tweeted. Thanksgiving is cancelled.
Hey, I wasn't bad guessing Christmas. At least it was a holiday.
Exactly. I don't know why she said that. Any ideas, Producer Will? Why did Mariah Carey cancel Thanksgiving like the Grinch? I don't know what was going on there. Maybe it's because they weren't playing her songs, and then she's like, you know what? It's gone. Dionne Warwick, what did she tweet? What is the missing blank in this? Dionne Warwick, she tweeted, "Hi at Chance the Rapper. If you are very obviously a rapper, why did you blank? I cannot stop thinking about this." The Dionne Warwick, the legend that is Dionne Warwick, she tweeted, Chance the Rapper. She said, "Hi, Chance the Rapper. If you are very obviously a rapper, why did you? I cannot stop thinking about it." What's in the blank? Let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say. Any guesses, Ali?
Well, if he's obviously a rapper, then why did you sing? Let's say that. Sing? How about sing? Why did you sing? Why did you... If you were very obviously a rapper, why did you...
Oh, Producer Will's just corrected me. So there's loads of blanks in this, and the blanks are the number of words. So I should be saying, why did you blank, 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 blank. There's 6 words there. There's 6 words missing from that tweet. So I apologise, Allyson. Hi, Chance the Rapper. If you are very obviously a rapper, why did you blank, 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 blank? I cannot
decide to sing opera to me. How about that? That's 6 words.
I mean, that was very quick, Allyson. I put you on the spot there, and you were like, you know what? I'm going to answer it.
I'll get 6 words. I got 6 words. I got lots of words ready, backed up.
This is what Dion Warwick said. She said, "Hi, Chance the Rapper. If you are very obviously a rapper, why did you put it in your stage name? I cannot stop thinking about this. Because he calls himself
Ooh.
Chance the Rapper.
Well, and
That's
you think
like
we'd
us
know.
that's like us being Hayley the comedian. And sometimes we have to spell it out to people.
I am funny, everyone. I am a comedian, just so you know.
It's like Producer Will. He's only known as Producer Will, isn't he? Producer Will, are you there? Producer Will. No, he's busy researching
No, I am
cheese.
here. So I was busy researching cheese puns. No, Producers is my first name.
Producer Will. Did you have a nickname growing up?
I went to high school with somebody. No, I went to college with her. And every time she would see me, she goes, "Oh, hi, Will Dell." And my last name is Dell. It's not Will, it's Dell. D-E-L-L. She goes, "Hi, Will Dell. How's it going, Will Dell? How's your day going, Will Dell?" And one day, I was like, it's not whatever. It's just fine. But one day I was like, I was like, I'm gonna have to call her out on it. I was like, "Why do you always call me Will Dell?" She's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Why do you always call me by my full name?" She goes, "Oh, I thought Will Dell was your first name."
I love that she thought your full name was Will Dell.
She wrote it down for me. She thought it was Wildel. Singular L's. I'm like,
it's quite a cute name, that. I quite like that, Will Dell.
Will Dell?
Will Dell. I didn't really have any nicknames growing up. I got called H or Alice, which is my surname. What about you, Ellie?
I would get Allie. I get Al a lot, actually. I get Al. The other nicknames I got called as a child, I will not say right now. They were not positive nicknames, so we'll leave it at that.
I got called Melonhead for a bit, but I don't think my head's that melony.
No, I would have gone more for a string bean.
Oh, thanks. I'll take that. That's nice. It's
not as catchy. It's not as catchy as Melonhead, though, is it?
No, Melonhead's a bit wordy.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's like these names stick, though, don't they? When you call someone a name in the high school, it sticks with them until they're like in their 60s.
Yeah. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Melonhead is going to be getting called that.
There you go.
You'll be there collecting your pension going, "Can we stop with the Melonhead?"
Yeah.
If you've got a nickname, get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word "say." Let us know what your nickname is and why. Because more often than not, nicknames have no correlation to anything at all. Yeah, Allyson June Smith there. She's currently experiencing.
I'm having a lot of trouble with my
You're out of
focus.
Camera.
I'm so out of focus.
I'm gonna take you away and bring you back, and then I hope that will help.
It looks like, do you know when you're a bit hungover and you're like, oh, like you can't quite see someone.
There's a Robin Williams sketch where he's literally out of focus, and he's like walking around, but nobody can really like see him properly because he's out of focus. Did that help? No, it didn't. It's funny you were talking about Chance the Rapper.
Yes.
It's funny because I heard that he had a mild addiction to cheddar cheese.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Fortunately, it was only mild.
I'll take that, Will. I like that.
Thanks, Allyson. I'm glad that someone's batting for my side.
No, Will, I can't.
A lot of rappers were funny as cheddar as well, making that cheddar.
Making the cheddar.
It's not mature, that. It's not mature, is it?
Okay. Leave the cheese puns to me, Hayley.
But I do think it will age well.
I just hope he doesn't feel too blue about it.
Oh, no. I beg to disagree.
Hey! To all our Backchannel listeners, we do apologize, but we are having one heck of a good time with the cheese puns this morning. If you know a great cheese pun, please share it with us at Backchannel by saying, "Say cheese" to your device. That was wonderful. Thank you, Will. I'm not tired of them coming. Yeah.
Will, see you later, Will. Will is having a good time this morning, isn't he? We are playing Guess the Celebrity Tweet. We're going to read out a series of tweets which have been tweeted by celebrities. But what is missing? What words are missing? Allyson June Smith, are you ready for another one?
Yes, I am.
This is a tweet from the mind of Cardi B. She tweeted, "Do ants blank?"
Right. This is a family show. It is from Cardi B, though. So, do ants dance? Do ants dance? Do ants twerk? Let's talk about that. Do ants twerk? They got a booty on them. I'm sure an ant could twerk.
Do ants twerk? It does sound like something Cardi B would say, but no, that isn't what she said, Allyson. It was a very good answer, but Cardi B tweeted, "Do ants poop? Do ants poop?" Good question, actually.
They must poo. Anything that eats eventually has to, get rid of excess. Do ants poo? Cardi B, the thoughts she has. It's not all about twerking, everyone. It's not all about twerking.
There you go. She's asking the big questions we all want to know. Do ants poop? Seth Rogen, he tweeted, "Really looking forward to being bad at blank, blank, blank again." Seth Rogen is really looking forward to being bad at blank, blank, blank again, but what is he tweeting about? The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guesses. There's 3 words that are missing from this tweet. Seth Rogen, really looking forward to being bad at blank, blank, blank again. And the answer is not cheese puns.
Well, look, Seth Rogen, I don't mean to generalize, but I'm assuming he is not I don't think he's a sporty guy. I love Seth Rogen myself. I love his movies. I love all of his business ventures that he is involved in now. So Seth Rogen, really looking forward to being bad at minor league hockey again, because he's also from Canada, everyone. So I'm going to put minor league hockey again.
It's a good guess, that, Allyson. You do very good guesses today. She'd be brilliant on a game show, would Allyson June Smith. But no, it's not the right answer. He actually said, and this is a very hard one to guess, Allyson, really looking forward to being bad at making eye contact again.
Oh, once we get out, being in the world and socializing. Okay, really look forward to being bad at making eye contact again. Love it.
Because it's a very odd one, isn't it? We're sort of having to get used to talking again to people.
Yeah.
I mean, look at producer Will. He's not up to scratch yet. He's just doing cheese puns. And that's not going to work in the real world, isn't it? If you're just going into a shop with hitting them with cheese puns for small talk, it has been a bit difficult, I think, sort of socialising. Apparently they were doing sort of courses to learn how to socialise again after COVID.
Were they really? I want to teach a course on how to socialize. That would be fun. That's a great course idea.
Conversation starters, they were saying, because people have sort of forgot how to learn to talk to people again, because I guess it's all been via text or voice notes and stuff. Yeah. Do you voice note a lot?
I do. I like a voice note. I do, because it's quicker. You can just hold your thumb down, send a little voice note, bada boom, bada bing. It's on its way. It's there. I do like a voice note. I am big into that. Yeah. I do. It's quicker than texting. Sometimes, especially if you're driving or you shouldn't be messaging at all, actually, when you're driving. Let me just clear that up right away, everyone. You should not be using your phone while you are driving. Disregard that. But yes, voice messaging, much quicker. In fact, we were voice messaging the other day. So yeah.
Yeah, I do it just because it's quicker. I just think, I'm getting so lazy now. I don't even want to type. I'm just like, I can't. My thumb is tired. Producer Will is still texting me. Cheese puns, he said he's just trying to be cheesy going. I'm going to ignore him now until he goes away, until he matures.
Hey.
We are here until 9 a.m. for all your cheese pun-based needs. This is the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel every morning, Monday to Friday. This week, 7 till 9 a.m. The command to give to advice is open Backchannel, and we will be here tomorrow at the same time, hopefully with a new subject that isn't cheese related. We're going to play the 1-star movie review. Is that all right? Is that all right? I can't even talk myself. I need to do one of those courses.
Yes, it is all right. I accept we are doing the 1-star movie review. We do love this game. We review a lot of things. We are back to movies. So this is a movie that has been written about by various people. This is not one person. Various people who have written in and given this movie 1 star. We will read the reviews and you take a guess. Let us know what you think by just saying to your device, say, the magic word is say, and then tell us what you think the name of the movie is. So let's start it off. I'll do the first one here. So 1-star review. All right. I always like to get into character, so I like to sing angry and bitter when I read these. So when I started watching this movie, I thought it would be an animated comedy about fairy tales like Tangled, but I stopped paying attention to the movie with the growing amount of animal cruelty depicted in the movie. Is this what kids should watch? Frogs and snakes blown in to act as balloons? This is by far the worst animated movie I have ever seen, and I have seen plenty of animated movies.
Can I just say, I'm not going to tell you what the film is, but you will laugh when you find out what it is. Because we're not laughing at animal cruelty here. Believe me, if this was a film about animal cruelty, we wouldn't be chatting about it here on Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson show. But yes, they believe this film predicted animal cruelty, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. Here's another review. If you want to guess what you think the 1-star movie is, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Get those answers in. Here's another clue. This is another review left by a separate person who also gave this movie 1 star. Should I do my bitter angry voice?
Please do. I want to hear it. I love it.
Of course the animation was good. It was also well written, brackets, kinda. I just don't think it deserves the high marks it's getting. Personally, I think Toy Story was better. Toy Story was fun visually and its humour was better. I suspect many of the critics are ugly. You will know what I mean after you see it.
Well, all right. This person is...
The movie, the command to give to your device is the word say. We can see there that Les in California has got the answer correct. Well done, Les. We will be revealing. And we've also had a guess. Well, as we were doing that clue, we've had someone say Toy Story. So obviously it's not because they said in that review. So I apologise. We give you the second clue. You'd guessed before it. You don't win anything anyway. It's fine. It's fine. But keep guessing. The command to give to your device is the word say. Should we have one more review, Allyson, that got 1 star?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll read this one. So before I saw this film, a friend mentioned that if all the fart jokes were removed, the film would be about 5 minutes long. I figured he, being the cynical fellow he is, that he was just kidding. He wasn't. John, how do I say it? Lasseter? John Lasseter and the folks at Pixar have nothing to fear from the adolescents that crafted this thing. Possibly one of the worst films I have ever seen, made all the worse by people telling me how great it is.
Now, do you know what? I'm not agreeing with them. I'm agreeing with the last sentence they say, because there's nothing that bugs me more than people saying, you have to watch this. You must watch this. If anyone says that to me, I'm like, I'm not watching it. I'm out.
I'm out. What things have you avoided watching, Hayley? Because people are like, you should really give it a go. Really give it a go.
Well, I've only just started watching Squid Game because I was put off by everyone telling me to watch it. I was like, no, that one. But I am enjoying it, so it's sort of double-edged sword. That I've avoided that. Mainly like big Hollywood films where you have to see it. I'm like, oh, I don't like. Now you've gone on about it. I'm trying to think, like When Harry Met Sally. I mean, that's from the 80s. I've never watched that just because people talking about it. Is there anything that you've sort of avoided because you thought, no, I can't deal with the hype?
No, I buy into the hype, but my boyfriend still to this day has not watched Game of Thrones. I was a huge Game of Throner, but because everyone was like, Game of Thrones, he was like, can't do it, not going to start, so far behind, why would I begin now? So he definitely was off of Game of Thrones. That was a for sure one. I'm trying to think. I mean... I don't think I would avoid something because everyone's like, it's so great. It's so great. I would just avoid it because it was just not like any rom-coms. I don't care how great it is. I have no desire to see those lies. No.
So let's just recap the clues for this. They said they thought it'd be an animated comedy about fairy tales like Tangled, but they stopped watching because of the amount of animal cruelty depicted. I just want to put it out there. It's not. They said they thought Toy Story was better. Apparently, if all the fart jokes were removed from the film, it would be about 5 minutes. I mean, the fart jokes are funny. Come on. They're funny.
Who doesn't love a fart joke? Although, growing up, I wasn't allowed to say fart because it sounded too much like a negative word. So I had to say woofer. My dad made me say woofer. Anyway, moving on.
That's worse. That is
I
worse.
know it is. I know it is. A woofer. Anyway, yeah. A woofed. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, fart jokes come on. They make the world go round, everyone.
I can see that we've had another correct answer in there. Well done to another Allyson. They've said the correct answer. Was it you, Holly? Have you been saying to your device?
No.
Final clue before we give you some quick facts. This will definitely give it away if you haven't got it by now. Terrible CGI, awful script, uninspired voice acting. Even Eddie Murphy couldn't save this donkey of a movie.
Come on, everyone. Come on. That again, we are spoon feeding near the end, right? The sooner you can get it, the better. That's why it's less that guessed it. Well done, Les. You were on the second one and you got it. But yeah, so donkey. Eddie Murphy was the voice. Come on.
I mean, if you don't know it by now, I don't think you're going to get it. It was released in 2001. It was based on a book. Nicolas Cage turned down the main character. I did not know that.
Which is shocking because Nicolas Cage turns down nothing. Go on.
He turns down nothing. It's 7.9 overall on IMDb, which is a good figure. I'd watch it based on that rating. 4 movies in the franchise so far, and the final clue, if you haven't got it, stars Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and John Lithgow. Get your guesses in. The command to say to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. We will be revealing the answer in the second part of the show in the next hour. Coming up is our Agony Auntie special. Myself and Allyson June Smith are your glamorous, very, very young looking aunties. We will be answering your problems that you sent in. We're going to be playing a game of true or false. Is it true or is it false? We're going to be talking about Salt Bay and his extortionate stakes. And get in touch. If you've got anything you'd like us to chat about, or you just want to say hello and let us know where you are this morning, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. We are here until 9 a.m. this morning. But now, Ali, it is time for the Agony Aunties section.
Yes.
Yes, Allyson loves this, don't you?
I love this, yeah.
So, Producer Will, hello. Producer Will, sorry, get back in your cheese room. Sorry, I do apologise. Have you got any more cheese puns for us, though, Will?
Hayley,
yes.
I could do 2 hours on cheese puns alone.
Well, it's a good job because we've got another hour to fill, Will. So, on you go.
Well, I don't know. I was just thinking, earlier in the week we did a segment, I guess the celebrity segment about everyone's favorite musical diva, Beyonce. She made an appearance earlier in the week.
Well done, Will. I'll give you that one. It's quite a good one, that. Your body's too Brie-alicious for us. Thank you, Producer Will. Right, let's crack on with our Agony Auntie section. Leslie from Minnesota. Hello, if you're listening, Leslie. Everything is changing. This is what she says, Allyson. Everything is changing. My best friend is moving away and there are big changes happening at work. The team is doubling in size, which means lots of new people. All this change is freaking me out and I'm not sure how to deal with it. What should I do?
This is hard. The world has changed a lot. And I think, in fact, with everything that happened with the pandemic over the 18-month period or however long it's been, there was actually a lot of us are suffering from what they call rule burnout because we had so many different rules. We had so many different. So we're literally burned out of all the changes and having to follow things. So I get it. What should I do? Well, I think is the best moving away like right away. Do you have some time? I'm wondering if now you could start to talk to your best friend about things you could put in place so you could still be like in contact. Like maybe you should say, look, like every Sunday we sit down, we chat, we get on the phone, we do a FaceTime, we do a Zoom, so you can like plan ahead of time that you still have some normalcy in your life, something consistent. The other thing to do is I think you have to break it down. Maybe every week go, okay, this week I'm going to work on, maybe I'm going to meet some new people, or maybe this week I'm going to work on improving my networking skills in the office, because with more people I'm going to have to focus on that. So instead of going, I'm going to deal with it all at once, maybe you got to look at the major changes happening in your life and start tackling it in smaller bits and pieces. That's what I think. Don't put it all together. It is separate things. That's what I would say. What do you think, Hayley?
Yeah, I mean, you answered that better than I ever could. Yeah, like because your friend, your best friend, doesn't live near you, do they? They live in
No.
Canada still.
Yeah. And it was
And how-
hard. It was very hard. And we have a huge time zone difference. Like it's 7 hours. So for us to find time to chat, that's what we had to do. So at the beginning of the week, we decide when we're going to talk and we plan it, and we don't deviate from that plan.
That's a good answer to give. Yeah, I mean, the team is doubling in size, which means lots of new people at work. But then one of those new people at work might be your sort of soul friend or your soul mate if you're not in a relationship. It could be someone that you form a really good bond with. I'm not saying you're going to replace your best friend, but you could find a new friend or someone that you have something in common with. So that's good. Listen, everyone's a bit scared at the minute because of the changes. We've all having to adapt to going back. It's quite terrifying for a lot of us. So you're not alone there, Leslie. Do bear that in mind.
Yeah.
We've got another problem, Ellie. We've got another problem.
Let's do it.
Leslie, I hope we've helped slightly. Well, not me, Allyson. Allyson helps. This is from April in North Dakota. She said, I started dating a man over 3 years ago, but I didn't find out until recently that he was still married and had not finalised his divorce. Every time it comes up, we end up in an argument. What should I do?
Well, I mean, April, I look, red flags to me if somebody doesn't tell you exactly their situation that they are in at the time. Maybe he didn't know how, maybe he didn't want to get into it, but dating a man over 3 years ago and you didn't find out until recently that he was still married and had not finalized his divorce. I mean, could he not tell you that? Like, why didn't he tell you that? Why didn't he tell you that is my biggest thought right away. What was he, did he just not want to deal with it? Still, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, and it is because you do feel a little deceived. You feel a little deceived.
A little? 3 years, Allyson.
Yeah. Until recently. I started dating a man over 3 years ago, but I didn't find out until recently that he was still married and had not finalized his divorce. And he's still married. He's still married?
You sound like my mother. He's still married?
It's just dawning on me as I'm saying it. I'm like, oh, okay, 3 years ago. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's still married. If he won't finalize his divorce, I don't know. Not willing to let it go, not willing to move on. You know what? It doesn't even matter what his situation is. Do you want to be in a relationship with somebody who's holding on to something from the past? I mean, that's what I think you got to think about, April. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Allison's made it very clear what she thinks there, April. Yeah, I mean, I'd also worry why he's not brought that up. I mean, it's very odd. And how did he bring it up? Is it just something? It's just casually slipped in on your 3-year anniversary. It's something that you would bring up if it was not an issue. It would have been spoken about before now. I think it's one of those things. So I find that odd myself as well. Yep. Every time it comes up, we end up in an argument. I mean, surely he must understand. I think you've got a few questions to ask there, April, as to why he didn't tell you and why he sort of doesn't want to finalise the divorce yet. Or maybe there's a reason why it's not being finalised. There's bigger question. What I'd do, April, is I'd hire a private detective. And I would find out. Some might say that's psychotic. I would say that's justified.
Justified and efficient. Let's just not waste any more time. Hire an expert, get in there, find out all the details, move on. Yeah. Oof.
Find that out. And so yeah, it's a bit icky to me and you. Producer Will, have you got a problem? He always asks Allyson a problem from another listener. I'm going to say viewer, but you can view as well.
I think a private investigator might help this person as well. Personally, thanks, Hayley. This is from Andy from London. He said, I think my girlfriend is hiding something from me. She never lets me look at her phone and is dismissive when I ask her about certain aspects of her day. How do I ask her what's going on, or am I overthinking it? Allyson, what do you think?
I think,
Sketchy girlfriend.
well, I just think, okay, never wants you to look at her phone. Okay. I mean, I don't hide my phone, right? I have no secrets from my fella, so he is able to look at my phone. So yeah, that is a little bit of again, a red flag. I want to say thank you though for acknowledging that you're in your gut. You feel something's off. I think a lot of us don't trust our gut feeling. So Andy, you got that gut feeling, and I think it's time. Okay, how do you ask her what's going on? I mean, I think there's no beating around the bush. You just say, look, I feel like, you don't want me to look at your phone. I don't want to be looking at your phone. I don't want to know your details, but I feel like, and then you don't really tell me about your full day. I'm very open about my days with you. I think you have every right to just politely and directly say, why are you skirting certain issues with me?
You
What's
don't have to be
going on?
combative about it. You don't have to go into it kind of looking for a fight. But I know what you mean. Whenever anybody kind of like sits down and puts their phone like screen side down,
don't you wonder?
I'm always like, what's gonna happen? Like, what kind of notifications are you gonna get that you don't want me to see?
Yeah. Because I never put my phone screen side down, only because I don't want my screen to be on the table or in icky things, because that's what I'm putting against my face. So I always just have it up. So to me, that is a definite sign of hiding something.
Andy's girlfriend values her privacy, values hiding whatever's on her screen so much, or much more than like the keeping her screen in one piece or not getting, I don't know, jam on it from the breakfast table.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a red flag to me. Dismissive when I ask her about some parts of my day. I mean, I get like you don't want to be talking about work all the time. It can get a bit boring. It can get a bit repetitive. I get that. But at the same time, if it's like, oh, who have you seen? What have you been up to? Like that kind of thing. I can understand why that would be kind of a red flag, kind of a cause for concern.
Especially if she's dismissive about the same certain aspects of her day, right? Like, oh, I just don't like to talk about people in my office. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So you don't want to talk about the people that you spend your days with. Why is that? Because you don't want me to know about somebody there? Or, so I would be wondering, is it always the same certain aspects of her day that she is avoiding? I mean, that would be, and I don't think you're overthinking it. People so think it's about them. I don't think you're overthinking it. Look at you taking it on, Andy, and being like, is it me? Am I overthinking it? Andy, if she can't have a discussion with you about these things, then you know what?
That's not about
not you, Andy. Yeah, it's not
about
you. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I would say either be upfront, but you don't have to go into it in like this combative way. You can do it. You can ask her about it in a way that doesn't necessarily have to lead into an argument. Or like Hayley said, get yourself a private investigator, find out the facts, get into what's going on.
Yeah. Do you know what? I have to disagree with you both on this one. I think she might work for MI5.
She could be dismissive because she's secretly been overseas
working. Yeah.
So if that's the case, Andy, you might just have to take a curd for it.
No. It took me a minute. I was like, curd. Oh, he's gone back. Although I do love a cheese curd. I do love a cheese curd. Yeah.
I love a cheese curd.
Awful, Will. He's been waiting for that problem to try and how can I get that in? How can I get that in?
Thank you for setting me up for that one.
You're welcome. Anytime I can help.
Will. Let's do one more problem, Ali.
Right.
So this is from Ron from Washington. Our adult daughter has announced that as soon as restrictions allow, she's going to quit her job and travel the world with a group of friends, most of whom don't need to work. I understand the urge after recent events, but do worry about what she'll be left with when she gets back. How can we get her to take her future more seriously?
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, she's going to quit her job and travel the world with a group of friends. I kind of feel that, like, I mean, you may not want to hear this, parent, but sometimes I think traveling is also a bit of an education. I feel like a person learns a lot about themselves and what it is they want to be doing with their lives and etc. by seeing other places and doing other things. I know you're worried about what she'll be left with when she gets back. How can we get her to take her future more serious? Maybe she is. Maybe traveling is her way of going, I don't know what I want my future to be. I'm just not happy in this job. Maybe a discussion about why it is she wants to travel the world. What do you think you're going to get out of it? I think,
Do you
obviously,
know
yeah.
what? Oh, sorry, Ali. Do you know what? I think sometimes, yeah, look, life gets serious when you're older. Like, let her have a little bit of fun if she wants to go away. I don't think you need. There's plenty of time to take things seriously. And just because she was stick at a job now doesn't mean it's going to be something that she'll do forever anyway. Like, I think you need to go out and see things while you can. Life is very short and very precious. Let them do the fun things while they can. That's what I say. But then on the other hand, I've got a daughter now, and I would be terrified about her traveling the world. But you got to let these things happen. You got to set them free. I shook my computer as I said that.
You do got to let them set them free. Maybe it's just a quick discussion about the after plans, right? You got the plan to go, but what is your after plan? Maybe you could start her thinking about that a little bit. What are you going to do? How are you, when you come back? Is it, what is your after plan? Do you have any money saved? Basically, what I'm saying is your parents just don't want you coming back to theirs, moving in and taking their money. That is essentially what is happening here, child.
Yeah.
So, Ron, as a father, or you might be a mom, who am I? Generalize. Ron could be any name. It could be Rona. As a parent, you just need to know that your kids are going to make choices, and if you argue with them or disagree or fight them on it, then it's just a battle. I mean, you want to keep open lines of communication. So maybe just talk more about this trip. See how much she's planned. See what the plans are. That's what I think, Ron. And let her know you're
Yeah.
not welcome. She's not welcome back in that after.
Yeah, because they're like, do you know what? How old is she? If she's like 30, still living at home, let her go, Ron. Let her go. You've been paying for her for too long. If you've got a problem you would like myself and Allyson to discuss, not necessarily solve, then get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem, or you can tweet us at Backchannel Live if you want everyone reading it as well. We're going to have a game of true or false very, very shortly, because I know that Allyson June Smith loves a game of true or false, don't you?
I do. I love a little true or false, because why? There's only two answers and one of them is correct. It makes it easy, everyone. It makes it easy.
So yes, we'll be playing that very shortly. You can get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Let's just quickly go over the 1-star movie review game. We gave you some clues that people have given this movie 1 star in the past. Someone said they thought it would be an animated comedy about fairy tales like Tangled, but they stopped paying attention to the movie with the growing amount of animal cruelty depicted. Some person said they thought Toy Story was better. And another person reviewed the film by saying it was just full of fart jokes. If they took all the fart jokes out, the film would be 5 minutes long. But what movie was it? We've had a few correct answers. So, Allyson, can you reveal what the movie is?
Well, our biggest clue of all, which I think gave it away, where Eddie Murphy is the voice of the donkey. Obviously, our movie is dun da 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 Shrek. Everyone, Shrek is the movie.
Shrek is the movie. Animal cruelty. It's a cartoon. It's not real. They're not actually doing it, and they're not encouraging it either. Get a grip. But there you go. Shrek is the movie. Love that movie. But these people didn't like it. They give it 1 star. Isn't it funny? Like, we think that it's universally liked, not necessarily the case. But there you go. We will be doing another 1-star review tomorrow, movie, film, a landmark, whatever it is. Get involved with the show. Thank you to everyone who guessed correctly there. Well done, you. You don't win a prize, but you get to be smug for the rest of the day by saying, I got that right. Right, it's a game of true or false. Now, the interactive game, we are the only show at this time with hosts called Hayley and Allyson doing this game. You can get involved. The command to give to your device is say, followed by your answer, which is true or false. There's just two answers, like Allyson said, true or false. Allyson, I'll tell you what, we'll take it in turns. I'll ask you one, then you ask me one.
Oh, that sounds great. Please don't make me do this the whole time because as we've learned over the last couple of weeks, my true and false game is not what it should be. Is not what it should be. All right, moving on. Sorry, everyone. One more cheese pun. I had to get it in there. All right. Let's do this.
We're in the second hour now. Let's start with the cheesiness. Here we go. True or false, Allyson? Drew Smith. You can get a license to legally hunt unicorns in Michigan. You can get a license to legally hunt unicorns in Michigan. Is it true or is it false?
Well, I just because of the ridiculousness of it, and I don't mean to generalize, but I do think Americans like a hunt. They like a good hunt. So I'm going to say that is true. I'm going to say it's true. I mean, there are no unicorns, but I guess in Michigan, they feel if you can find one, go for it. I'm saying true.
Okay. Do you know what? Of course it is true. Of course it is because, unicorns, fictional creature. So why wouldn't you be able to get a license to legally hunt it in Michigan? Yeah, absolutely bizarre. You can get a license to hunt a fictional creature, such as a unicorn, in Michigan. That is a real thing.
You would not be able to do that in Scotland, though, right? Producer Will just sent a little interesting piece of information that I forgot. Hayley, you do remember that the unicorn is one of the national animal of Scotland. It's on their. Did you know that it's on their emblem? The Scottish. What is the correct word? The emblem. Emblem is correct, is it not?
I did not know that.
Yeah, unicorn is on there. Yeah, unicorn is on there. So they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. Okay, no. Number 2, true or false? Hayley, tell me this. Mm-hmm. Chewing gum can boost your concentration. What do you think? Is that true or false? When you're chewing gum, does it boost your concentration?
I think that's true because I sometimes chew gum if I need to stay focused. So if I'm in the car and I've got a long drive, I think I'll chew on something that'll let me focus. That'll keep me alert. Or I would listen to something that would keep me alert, like the Hayley and Allyson show every morning if I wasn't on it. I think chewing can boost your concentration. That is true, I think.
And you are 100% correct, Hayley. It absolutely does boost your concentration. Let's not tell any teachers that, though, because they'll be furious to hear that if children were to chew gum, they could focus better. The only problem with children chewing gum in school, as a former teacher, is that they do not dispose of it correctly and just stick it under their desk. And I don't know. Did your teachers ever not punish, but discipline you by making you scrape the dried off gum off the bottom of desks? That's what ours did sometimes.
I mean, they did not. And that sounds awful, to be honest with you. That sounds like something they could not get away with doing now because of hygiene reasons. But welcome to the 80s/90s in Canada. Producer Will's just give us a fact here. He said chewing gum burns around 11 calories per hour. Chewing gum on an aeroplane will keep your ears from popping. Chewing gum makes your salivary glands produce 250% more saliva than normal, so you swallow more, and this helps the pressure in your head. Do you know what? Weirdly, my ears feel like they're popping today, and I thought, that's weird. I only ever get that on a plane. I've got it sat down today.
It's there for you today. Well, maybe the change in weather can sometimes cause a little bit of a popping of the ear. If it's cold, if it's hot, that can alter things.
Maybe it's because we're actually we're sort of live in America, and I'm sort of distanced from the UK. 11 calories per hour there with chewing gum, so maybe that's why camels are always looking so thin. Who knows?
That's,
I'm going to hit
I've
you with
always thought that. Those skinny camels.
Look at them there. We're just all great skinny little legs. Here we go. Here's another true or false. Fact for you, Allyson, but is it true or is it false? A regular internet user has 3 social media accounts. Regular internet user has 3 social media accounts. Is it true or is it false?
I'm going to say that's true for sure. I think I have a main 3 that I use. So I'm going to say true. Definitely, because you have your one that you do for work, then you have your junk one, and then you have another one that you made up just so you could get like some free package or something, right? When you're applying to get something free. Or has anyone done this? You join something so you get something free and then you make up another email so you can get more free stuff. Am I the only
Well, this is specifically social media accounts, though.
Oh.
So we're talking your Facebook, your Insta,
I'm still going to say true because I have 2, and I'm not a big social media person. I should be more in the world. So if I'm not a huge social media person, I have 2, definitely. I'm going to say 3. Yes.
So you're saying that's true?
I'm saying that's true.
So a regular internet user has 3 social media accounts. The answer is false. Listen to this, Allyson. They have 7.6 accounts. What is a 0.6 of an account? Is that like half a Facebook that you share a Facebook with your husband? What is that? 7. I mean, I think I've got. I'm trying to think how many I've got because I've got my Facebook, I've got my Twitter, I've got my Instagram. I mean, TikTok. I guess you could have you could TikTok, you could have your LinkedIn if you're desperate. MySpace is that coming back? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure it's still out there.
Some people have several Facebook. So if you're a troll, you have more than one account, I guess.
Some sort of would a dating app count as a social media thing? Some sort of dating app thing, maybe?
I don't know. Producer Will, you're the voice of the youth on the show. How many social media accounts do you have, William?
Loads. So I've got Facebook and I've got 2 Twitter accounts. I've got an Instagram. I've got a TikTok, so that's 5. And then if we're counting dating apps, we can add on
108.
We got hundreds more. All of them. Yeah, I don't know. I could easily get up to 7. I could easily get up to 7 accounts.
Oh, there you go. Voice of the youth there, Producer Will. Thank you for filling us in on that. If you've got a social media account more than 7, let us know what they are here on Backchannel. Have you got a true or false one for me, Ellie?
I do. I absolutely do. Okay. Oh, I love this. Laughing 100 times provides the equivalent of 15 minutes of exercise on a stationary bike. Laughing 100 times provides the equivalent of 15 minutes of exercise on a stationary bike. We're not talking biking going everywhere. Stationary bike, just one of the ones in the same place. What do you think? Laughing 100 times.
I'm going to say true because apparently laughter is a good way of keeping healthy and fit because you're using your stomach muscles, I guess. When you're laughing, you're using your stomach muscles. So I'm going to guess true on that.
Hayley, you are correct, sister. It is absolutely true. And I also, part of me thought, yeah, it's true because they specifically put in stationary bike, right? So they were like, we're not talking bike right now, stationary bike, the easy biking. But yeah, apparently laughing 100 times provides the equivalent of 15 minutes of exercise on a stationary bike. Who knew that? Also, because I'm a horror movie fan, let me throw this out there. Did you know that being scared burns more calories? So if you watch a horror movie and you're scared, you actually burn more calories than if you were watching a rom-com or something that, something that makes you feel good. Did you know that? So drop the gym membership and just watch Microwave Massacre, everyone. That is what you can do. Yeah.
Is it because your body is tensing up? So you're like, oh, you're tensing your muscles because you're scared. Is that the fact behind it?
Because whenever you're working out, I mean, have you ever had PTs be like, keep everything flexed, clench, whenever you're like, raise it there, keep it, tense. You got to keep that muscle, work your core the whole time. They're always yelling at you.
I mean, I've never had PTs, full stop, Allyson, clearly. Have you ever had personal trainers? No. But yeah, keep your body tense. So that makes sense, doesn't it? How many calories does watching a film make you lose?
Oh God, I think it was it up
So
to
like,
300? I think you could to 300, but I mean that's you got to be really
I
scared.
mean, you've
Like,
got really scared. Do you know what? Does it burn off the calories that you have eating popcorn? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
yeah, it does. You burn just as many calories when you look at your tax return as well, everyone. You burn just as many calories when you
Oh no, it's terrifying. So here we go, Allyson. I'm going to hit you with another one. YouTube was founded on Valentine's Day. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? YouTube was founded in Valentine's Day.
I'm going to say that's true because I think that's a really good marketing ploy. So I'm going to say true. I'm going to say they put it out on Valentine's Day because that is an excellent marketing. You could be like, ooh, Valentine's Day, the day of love. Watch these videos or load up something about, I don't know. I'm going to say true. I'm going to say true.
Allyson, you are correct. YouTube was founded on Valentine's Day. Apparently, producer will just text me some facts about YouTube. As of May 2019, videos were being uploaded at a rate of more than 500 hours of content per minute. And it's the second most visited website. What is the first most visited website, producer Will? If YouTube is the second most visited website ever, what is the first?
I've pre-prepared with this fact research because I knew you were going to ask me.
Yes, Will.
Come on, it's obvious. It's really obvious.
Is it Backchannel?
Yes.
No, yeah, your commission. No, it's not Backchannel.
Facebook?
Close. Facebook comes in at number. If we're talking just in the US, Facebook comes in at number 3.
Is it the website of her comedian Hayley Ellis?
HayleyEllis.com, not on the list, I'm afraid.
Okay. Ali, any guesses? What's the number one most visited website of all time?
This is as of February this year.
Okay. As of February this year, most popular website, YouTube is second. With Facebook is not the one. Which one do you look at a lot, Ali? Can we say it on breakfast radio?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like,
You have to think really literally. Like,
oh, I know what it is.
yeah.
What is it, Hayley? Go ahead. You take it.
It's got to be Google.
It's Google.com.
Yeah.
I was wondering if Google.com counts
Yeah.
because I was like, is that too general? Is that too? But yeah.
No, number 1 on the list. Facebook Zoom is up 1 million. Zoom.com.
The
That's
pandemic
up a lot of
helped
places.
that out
Yeah.
tremendously, didn't it?
Amazon's up there. Reddit up there. Netflix, obviously, is all in the top 20 or so.
There you go. Thank you, producer Will. He's there with the facts, letting us know. Let's have 2 more questions. Let's do another one each. True or false, Ali?
Okay. I love this. So let me do this one. Oh, this will be a good one. Leaving mascara on will make your eyelashes fall out. So leaving mascara on, and I believe that means leaving it on, sleeping in it, doing all that will make your eyelashes fall out. True or is it false?
Well, I leave it on quite a lot, and I know I shouldn't. I often go to sleep in makeup. I get in from a gig, it's late at night, I'm tired, I haven't got any makeup wipes left over, I'm terrible for doing it. And you know what? I've still got loads of eyelashes. So it hasn't affected me. Maybe then it's false. I'm going to go false.
Well, Hayley, you might be losing a lot of eyelashes soon because it is absolutely true. So yes, leaving mascara on will make your eyelashes fall out. I know this because I'm a junkie for skincare. I love skincare products. And one of the big things is if you leave it on, they're just stiff. And then when you sleep and you turn around on your pillow, it can break off your lashes is what can happen. So
well,
yes,
the
answer is true. Yeah.
I would blink, Allyson, but I haven't got anything on my eyelid to do so.
Don't blink. I don't want to lose lashes. Don't blink. Yes.
Yeah, I'm terrible for doing it. Listen, I know it's bad, but at the end of the day, I ain't got time to take it off every single night. So all right, Allyson, some of us like you do it, but yeah, not me. Oh, here we go. Last true or false question. Get involved. You can get involved on the chat here on Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson show. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you've got a fact you'd like producer Will to research, let him know. The command to give again is the word say, followed by Will. Is it true? And whatever you want to find out, we will get our Will to look into that for you. Can't say it'll be accurate or quick, but we will at some point. So here we go. Allyson, true or false? Johnny Depp has a Jack tattoo in honor of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie series. Is that true or is it false?
I'm going to say it's true. I think Johnny Depp loved playing Jack, the character in Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it has affected his overall everything because ever since he played that, he just looks more piratey at all times now, right? He just always has a bit of a disheveled pirate look going on. Is his new
I
thing.
think the disheveled look is down to the ongoing court case, but let's move on from that. I don't think that's down to the pirate. He's definitely sleeping in mascara as well. I tell you that now.
He absolutely is. No eyelashes on Johnny Depp. You wouldn't know that, but yeah, I'm gonna say true. He has a Jack tattooed on him in honor of it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's false, but bear with me on this.
Yeah.
He does have a Jack tattoo, but it's not in honor of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It's actually he got it for his son Jack.
Oh, isn't that sweet? So it's Jack in honor of his son, not of Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Yeah.
Have you ever had your name tattooed on anyone, Allyson? Have they ever done that for you?
Not yet, but if you would like to have my name tattooed on you, please say to your device, say, Allyson, I'm going to get your full name tattooed. And if you do get my name tattooed on you, please spell it correctly. It is ALLYSON. So I got 2 L's and a YSON. That is, I'm not one of those one L'ers. Yeah.
I love the way that you're like, please spell it correctly, not the fact that it would be completely horrifying if a stranger got your full name tattooed on them. Spell it right.
I'd love it.
Spell it right.
Yeah.
There you go. That was true or false. We do true or false every day here on the Hayley and Allyson show on Backchannel. You can get involved by the command to say to your device is the word say and get involved in that. We'll be playing that again tomorrow on our Friday. A lot of talk of food today on today's show, specifically cheese, Allyson, because it's Men Make Dinner Day. But I've been reading a story this week about footballer Wayne Rooney. Now, he's a UK footballer or a soccer player if you're listening in the US. And he treated his 4 sons to Salt Bay's £630 steak. Do you know who Salt Bay is, Ali?
Yeah, he's a chef, isn't he? He's a chef, and he has is it in London? I believe he has something in London. I don't know the full history of him, but I remember hearing about it because I heard about these steaks, as I love steak. So, yes.
Yeah, so Salt Bay sort of went viral after, I don't know where it was, a clip of him where the way he puts salt on is by sprinkling it on. You've probably seen the meme doing the rounds. But if you want to go to one of his restaurants, I think he's got Dubai and London, it will cost you quite a lot of money. It is £850 for a gold-covered steak at his Knightsbridge restaurant. So I think he's got ones in Durham and Sunderland as well. Yeah, £850 for a gold-visited steak. I mean, if you had the money, would you pay that?
No, I mean, I could buy a new computer for that. Like there's so many things I could do with that money. $850. I mean, think of all the cheese I could purchase with that, even fancy cheeses. No, I don't. I could not justify. I mean, I guess it's relative to the amount of money you make, right? If I made a ton of money.
But I mean, even starving people in the world, like 870 quid for a steak. Like, I just don't think any food would be good enough for that, because once you've had it, that's it. It's gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You've got nothing to show for it. I mean, apparently a lot of people.
Is there something weird about eating gold? Are we able to eat gold? This is also. I don't think we should be ingesting metals, everyone. Like, I don't think this is.
Yeah, it does seem unreasonable that we're eating. You know, some people are so affluent they're eating gold. I mean, yeah. Just have a chocolate bar. You know, just get yourself a burger. I'm sure it would fill you. Imagine eating it and going, oh, it was all right. Imagine spending nearly £1,000 on a steak and being like, it was all right.
I'd probably take it and try and pawn it somewhere, try and sell it off. I'd be like, yeah, can I take that steak to go? And I would probably try to go sell it to somebody and make some jewelry out of it or something. I don't know. But that.
Just sifting it as it coming out the other end. Just like, I'm going to get something back from this.
Oh my God. If I was a server at that restaurant, just the remnants of people's old steaks.
Oh.
The thing is, though, everyone, I've got a gold chain here. Yes, it's in rotten steak, but I do have a brand new gold chain as soon as I get it made. It would be, yeah, I could not. I mean, even if it was the best tasting steak in the world, I don't, no, not $8.50. I can't justify it.
Well, people are going sort of viral by posting. It's more famous, this sort of Salt Bay, for people posting images of the receipts they've spent on the dinner than actually, them going for the dinner. That's why people are doing it. I think it's quite sad just to prove how much money they've got. I actually did a tweet this morning that said, anyone know if you can claim receipts from Salt Bay in your tax return? Because I want to know why these people are spending so much. One of the receipts that went viral, listen to this, this is in UK pounds, by the way, they spent £37,023.10 on a bill. £37,000 on I wouldn't want to go there on a first date, would you?
That's like, I don't even think there's been some years I've made that much money. Honestly, that is mind-blowing. Your first year teaching, you don't make that much money, for sure. Like, oh my gosh, that is, yeah. There
you go. So Wayne Rooney took his 4 sons out. What's wrong with Mackie D's, Wayne? You're getting your kids are under the age of 10 and you're getting them a gold-plated steak. I mean, if he's got the money to do it, if that's what you want to spend your money on, personally, I just think it's just an extravagance that is not needed when there's a lot going on in the world. But there you go. Apparently, a restaurant in Durham, near Sunderland, have decided they think it's too affluent as well. They're thinking it's ridiculous that people spending this amount on steak. So they've made a steak on their menu in a restaurant in Belmont near Durham and Sunderland, and it feeds 2 and it costs £100, and it's their version of the Salt Bay sort of gold-covered steak. Because they said at this time last year, people couldn't afford to feed their kids, and now social media is full of receipts of how much they've spent in the restaurant. And I think that's quite right. Just doesn't sit right with them. But so they thought, you know what, we'll do something reasonable. We'll get a £100 gold-covered steak, and then that feeds 2 a year. So there you go.
Well, Hayley, all I'm going to say is we're going to Durham. Let's do it. Let's go to Durham. Let's eat a £100 steak. Let's treat ourselves.
I mean, I wouldn't be much company, Allyson, because I am a vegetarian, but I could eat the gold. Could I eat the gold?
Yeah, I know. Is gold vegetarian, everyone? I'll just scrape off the gold and I'll eat the meat. Yep.
Producer Will's let us know as well that you can also get a gold burger for £100.
Oh.
Can I have, do you reckon people go in, like they go in like McDonald's or another burger and they're like, can I have it, a pickle? Do you reckon they're like, can I have it with silver instead of gold? Don't really like. Can I put a bit of bronze instead of the gold? People, man, people. Another story as well. This is not much of a story, but it's exciting news if you are a fan of the American food chain Popeyes, because they are releasing their menu ahead of the first UK store opening this month. I go across the States quite a bit, and I've always seen Popeyes there, but it's not been in the UK. But that's about to change because it's opening. It's one of its famous shops in the UK. And it includes the customer favourites like chicken sandwich. And it's going to open in London on November the 20th. There you go, Ali. Are you a fan of Popeyes?
Well, look, I'm not sure exactly if the menu will be a bit different, but we used to joke, we'd go into Popeyes and we used to be like, just try to find one healthy item on the menu. There is not one single thing that is even remotely. Now, I'm not saying McDonald's is healthy, but at least they've got like a chicken grill. They've got some salads. They're at least given options. Popeyes, wow. It was like even the vegetables were like, you want a deep fried broccoli? Like, what do you? It was
here's some exciting news for me though, because Popeyes are going to be having a vegan option, a red bean pate, so I can eat in Popeyes, which is exciting for me.
Oh. Well, that's fun. Maybe a trip down to London. We get some Popeyes, Hayley. That's what we do. Forget the gold steak. We go for Popeyes.
I'd rather have a Popeyes than a gold steak. I've got to be telling you that. It's November now, though. It's a season where it's sort of cold and we want to... It's like a soup season, isn't it? You want to eat foods that are warm. What's your sort of November What's your fall sort of food, Ali?
Percent soups, stews. Yeah, I'm all into that. A chili. I enjoy a good old chili. We're gonna have some chili tonight, which you can also make vegetarian, as we know. So there are some lovely chilies out there. But yeah, definitely soups. I'm a soup person all year round. But come this cold weather, I mean, let's do it. And in fact, the more wild the soup is, the more I want to try it. So, have you ever had pickle soup,
Wild
Hayley?
soup.
Wild.
Soup.
Yes.
I've never had a wild soup. What's in a wild soup, Allyson June Smith?
Pickle soup, Hayley. Pickle soup.
It sounds.
Do you not like?
No.
Listen, it's gorgeous.
No, I'm worried about your diet. Deviled eggs, pickle soup, like it's gonna be. I'm glad you're in that room on your own currently, Allyson. What would be your last meal then? Like, say, I mean, this is a depressing question, but say you're on death row. Not that you would be, of course you're not. You follow the rules, rule of incidence. But you have to pick one meal to be your last meal ever. What would you have? Would you go for a Salt Bay steak?
No, I would not go for a Salt Bay. I've thought about this, sadly enough, because I'm obsessed with food, and I've thought about it. Now, when they say your last meal, it doesn't have to be a meal that makes sense. So you can just choose what you want. So my last meal would be Vietnamese bún, which is like a noodle. It's glass noodles. I like chicken. It has bean sprouts and like a fish sauce, which is gorgeous. So I would have that Vietnamese. I would also need to have 2 sides with it. If this is my last meal, I am not going out without having McDonald's French fries. Okay, that's one of my joys, McDonald's French fries, and also a bag of salt and vinegar potato chips.
Okay, that's an interesting combination.
Yep. I know it's a weird combo, but those are like 3 of my favorites. Yeah, so I would have to have those. What would be yours, Hayley?
Well, I'm just thinking, I mean, I wouldn't go for Salt Bay's £850 steak, but I'm wondering if they would pay for that. Do you know what I mean? Would they pay for that? Would they go, listen, you're going to die. Like, you know, like, are they going to go, would they fork out? Is there a budget on a last meal? Producer Will, can you find out for us if you're on death row? Not that we're considering it. Is there a budget for your last meal? That would be interesting fact to know. Because I'm sure if I said I wanted a gold-plated burger, they might be like, come on. And they'd also have to ship it to the US because I think his restaurants are in Dubai and London. Time it got there, cold. They'd be like, I'm not eating this. Could you send it back if you're on death row? Could you be like, no, it's not. I want to see the chef. I don't know if you could get away with that. I watch too many prison shows, by the way, Allyson. They're my sort of guilty pleasure. What would I have? I mean, I'd keep it real simple. There's a chippy. So it's like fries, potato fries, but they're like English fries are called chips and they're very thick. And there's a chippy near my nan and granddad's where I used to go growing up. That's still there. And they do the nicest chips and curry. Very simple meal for me. I just have that with a bit of bread and butter.
Our North American listeners would not understand the concept of French fries and curry. They do that over here. They do that over here, everyone. They put curry sauce with everything. Normally, you would think French fries and gravy. That's what we would probably go to. But yeah, here it's curry sauce. So
they're the people who should be on death row.
Oh, Will! Allyson
should
have potato chips and fries, and yet you're commenting on me.
Curry sauce on your chips? No way. I'm also not into like poutine or whatever, but that's a conversation for
what? Okay, even though you like a cheese curd, fondue, fondant, I say Will, right? He is not. I've been waiting for about 10 minutes to use that one, everyone. I've been waiting 10 minutes.
Just when you thought we were kind of over it. So I've got some bad news for everybody.
Okay. What?
They've abolished the last meal. You don't get a last meal anymore.
Because somebody took advantage of it, didn't they? Somebody?
One inmate laid the last straw when he ordered a huge meal and then didn't eat any of it. A legislator heard about it, raised the stink, and the practice ended in 2011. Now, a condemned inmate gets the same tray of prison food as everyone else as their last meal.
Oh, no. That's
what did he order? What did he put?
Well, I reckon he took a leaf out of your book, Hayley Ellis, and ordered curry. Gold-plated steak, lobster, caviar, and then was like, not interested. No hungry.
I mean, you can't even give them a doggy bag, can you? Because it's pointless.
You can't take that, across the river.
Can't take it with you. Can't
Up
take
to
it
the
with
like-
you.
pearly gates.
You're going to be like your parents, like, you're not leaving this table until you've finished
You
it all.
can't go to heaven. Well, I don't think that's where he's going. But
Okay, so let's move on from that before we get into it.
The
But
facts.
I did not know that 2011 that was abolished.
I remember hearing something. I remember hearing something like that, and I was surprised because I was like, it's like, again, Hayley and I being comedians, and when you first start, a new club open up, and they're like, and we'll give you a meal, and you get drinks, and you're in a nice hotel, and then within about a 3-month period, comedians abuse that. So then when you go, you're in a hostel, you don't get a meal. You're not given any drinks. They're like, drink out of the tap. Eventually someone takes advantage, and then all the good things are taken away.
Do you know what? I've just looked, Allyson, at some of the most elaborate final meals in death row history. And number one was a guy called Stephen Woods. We're not going to go into his crimes because he's horrific. But his last meal was 2 pounds of bacon, a large 4-meat pizza, 4 fried chicken breasts, 2 drinks each of Mountain Dew and Pepsi and root beer and sweet tea, 2 pints of ice cream, 5 chicken fried steaks, 2 hamburgers with bacon fries, and a dozen garlic breadsticks with Mariana on the side. What? How could... I mean, I don't think death row was the cause of death there. I think that was diabetes.
I like his style, though. I mean, if I was on death row, I'd be like, I'm going out eating. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to try and make this happen my own way. Wow, that's a lot of food. But, I mean, I love a challenge.
I mean, it's a lot of... I mean, looking at them all, and they've just literally ordered... I can see why it was abolished, because it is ridiculous. They're just literally ordering. And, like, I guess on the other hand, I mean, these are death row clientele, but also you get, like, rock stars when on their riders. They have, like, really niche riders, don't they? Have you ever requested anything? I mean, not that we get it, but have you ever requested anything on a rider?
I don't know. I've a couple of things where they've asked me, what was it like? And I'm always like, a bottle of water? Like, I'm so just blown away that they've asked me for anything that I like. I think one time I got real ballsy and I was like, do you have a sparkling bottle?
Oh, no. I can't believe you asked for sparkling. I'm just looking at here. Oh, my God. So I don't know if these are true or not. So this obviously this is on the internet. I'm finding it. But Beyonce demanded her dressing room be kept at 78 degrees and asked for chicken legs heavily seasoned with cayenne pepper and rose-scented candles, and don't have Coca-Cola products anywhere near her. Beyonce can only be seen with Pepsi due to a contractual agreement. But these may not be true or false because it's got top 10 ridiculous riders, and Mariah Carey's at number 1 with kittens. She wanted kittens on her rider.
I want kittens. I didn't know that was an option. Oh, I love you, Diva, for even putting that into my head now. Thank you, Mariah.
I mean, if you're struggling to get a bottle of water, I don't think cats are going to be on there. Let's have a look and see if you can guess what the celebrities sort of wanted on their rider by their name. Here we go. Let me have a look. Justin Bieber. First started his career, 2010. But what's on his rider?
I would say so Justin Bieber wants to have Tim Hortons donuts in his... Yeah, in his dress.
Well, according to this article online, like I say, this is on the internet, so do not take it at face value. Justin Bieber started his career in 2010. His riders used to be simple, lots of snack food. But now, 8 years later, Justin Bieber's riders include 10 luxury sedans, a massage table, and a private jet on standby.
Oh my God.
And there's you, just donuts. He wants Canadian donuts. He wants a full body massage before the show. Christina Aguilera. What do you reckon Aguilera was asking for on her rider?
Oh, Christina Aguilera, for sure. She wants some sort of, I don't know why, but I could see her being like an acupuncture person. So she needs like an acupuncture therapist or some sort of like some sort of specialty. Yeah, a physical therapist there. She does a lot of movement. She's a bit of a dancer. So I'm going to say that some sort of physical therapist.
Oh, you're thinking far too lateral for this, Allyson. I mean, now, like I say, this is from the internet. We can't confirm or deny if it's true, but apparently the singer really hates traffic. So to bypass any on her way to the venue, she requests a police escort, adding that under no circumstances are the vehicles to be allowed to encounter any delays. I mean, I don't think we could request that to go to a gig in Hull on a Friday because I want no delays. Christina Aguilera there. Apparently she's after a police escort. We'll do one more and then Taylor Swift. What does Taylor Swift want on her rider? She seems reasonable. She's a celebrity, but she seems accessible. But what does Taylor Swift want on her rider?
Taylor Swift on her rider wants to. I feel like Taylor Swift would want to say, I want to have women working in the venue. Taylor Swift is a big advocate of female empowerment. So I'm going to say Taylor Swift says that her staff or the people at the venue, she wants females or people who identify as females.
There we go. Taylor Swift does that. Is that what she wants? I mean, very possibly, Allyson, but according to this article, she loves a Starbucks. So she has a grande iced caramel latte delivered to her. There you go. Nice and reasonable, though, I think.
That is reasonable.
But there you go. There's our celebrity riders. If you've got a rider, then let us know. We will be back tomorrow here on Backchannel. We are here every Monday to Friday, 7 till 9 a.m. this week, EST times. Do get in touch with us. The command to say to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you want to tell us. We've covered a lot this morning on this show. We've been doing news stories from around the world. We play a game of true or false. We've done our 1-star movie review. We've found out what problems of yours that Allyson can solve and I can hinder. We've had producer Will doing cheese puns throughout the whole of the show. Producer Will, do you want to come and say bye?
Thanks, everybody. I hope you've had a good time.
No.
Had a good time.
You've used that Gouda prawn.
I know, but I was on the spot this time. I didn't have one prepared this time.
I thought you would have been spending all this time prepping for the goodbye cheese pun.
Oh no, I was busy researching facts about the stuff.
You will, or were you just on your dating apps? Producer
No, listen. Wait, why? If you're watching in South America, then South America reminds me of nachos because it has chili on the side.
Yep.
Right. Just we'll let him go. Okay. He'll be back tomorrow with some more food-based puns. Thank you for joining us. Listen, there's another show coming up. If you are listening, stay tuned because Kate Cocker, host of Everyday Positivity, one of our most popular shows here, she will be here with her new show. So stay tuned for that. I've been Hayley Ellis. This has been Allyson Jean Smith. Producer Will's been in this box room, and we'll see you tomorrow, won't we, Ally?
We absolutely will, and we cannot wait. So please join us again.
Bye-bye.